All right, guys, now that we're ready to record, before we start the show, let's kick Devin off the call. He doesn't need to be here on Skype anymore. Wait, what? What is going on here? Why can't I kick him off? Devin, go away. Get off the call. No one wants you here. You've been here long enough. Fine, I'll just mute him. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Achievement Hunting 101. FuFuCuddilyPoof here, and I am so excited for today's show because the gang is all back together. Joining me tonight is the famous three, L, Nate, and Corey. What is up, guys?
What up, son?
Long time.
Yeah, you
buddy.
Looking fine.
And everything's back to normal.
It has been so long since the four of us have recorded. By any chance, do you guys remember the last time we actually recorded was?
Wait, did I hit record?
All
okay,
four of us.
April 18th.
Not at all.
I'm glad you asked. No, I don't.
Level 86. It has been 10 episodes since the four of us have been together.
Whoa.
Wow, see,
What?
that's why we keep the show notes, Corey.
Yeah, Corey.
Yeah, Corey.
I bet
Nobody
you he
needs
did
the
not
show
even
notes.
go to the show notes for that.
I did. I went to the Google Docs that we have saved,
Shownotes.com.
and I tried to figure them all out.
That's why we have Discord. Announcements. Scroll up. Who's in the panel?
That's
Was Volgar
too
on all
much.
10 of those episodes? Has he left?
No, he was just on the call. We had him muted.
He's not here
Okay.
right now, right?
I
God, I hope
I
not.
don't think so.
Well, yeah, but he's muted, so
Oh.
don't know. I see 5 people.
he thinks he's on the call.
He better not still be here. Folger, sign off already. Go away. So what have
speaking
you
of
guys been up to?
Volgar.
What have you been doing?
I mean, what we've been doing is pretty irrelevant. I'm waiting for Corey's long stories for later. I'm very
I don't have any
excited.
long stories. Pretty short and sweet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, L, you're the one with the
I'm not
long
talking about
stories.
down nether. I'm talking about your GTASC.
Nether.
I'm talking
Down
about
nether
mulch.
regions. Down neither.
So yeah, if we want to get into it, let the cat out of the bag. I'm not in GTASC anymore.
How
Praise
is
the
it?
Lord.
That's how it is.
No. I'm still not in the celebration stage. I'm still in the I'm a loser stage.
Denial.
Defeat.
Yeah,
I don't sound it.
if you
Also, you
But
seem
if you made it
pretty
to the
high
finals
spirited for
this
losers.
if you made it to the finals, you'd be playing right now and being even more upset with yourself.
Maybe. I am playing. I am playing.
Did you
a
see what
good game.
Jimbot and Danny did?
I mean, they've done a lot.
Yeah, would you have it in you to do that?
No, not at all.
Negatory. Right.
Yeah,
So
who cares?
you're here with us.
Negatory.
There's nothing better.
You're right. Yeah, it's where I want to be. Tuesday night at 9 p.m. is talking to you.
See, there you go. That's the spirit.
Yeah.
You helped get your other two possum buddies really far along.
It was a team effort. That's for sure.
That's what prayers are for.
But yeah, I'm glad it's over. I guess so. We'll take that, and then now I can actually get back to good games like the whole 2020 Ratalaika
Dayz.
library.
I thought you said
No.
good games.
I did.
They're not good games.
I did play some good games. Do you want to hear some from my last month of GTASC?
Sure. Why not?
I picked out a few, just a
What you
few. And I'll only go in the ones that you want to hear about. How about that? So I'll list them
I
off.
want to hear
Okay.
about everything.
Oh my gosh.
No, not everything.
1, 2, 3. I put
I
4
want to know
games
the
here.
games that made you. I want to know the bad games, the good games, the games you played just for score that you hated. I want to know it all.
I don't remember
I
all
would-
that. I didn't really
I
play a
wouldn't mind
lot.
one that you absolutely hated. Let's get one that you absolutely hated.
What was the worst game you did for GTASC in the
Yeah,
past
the worst
few
thing
weeks?
that you did. The
Well,
worst crime you committed.
The
Like,
problem
pretend
is
it was
I
like-
didn't play a lot of games. I was rocking a 4.0 ratio as of a couple days ago
4.0
for the month. So I went for
4.0.
quality over quantity. 4.0. Yep. Just kind
It
of looking
wasn't
at
your
period
GPA.
summary. Levelhead turned out to not be as great as it's okay, but I didn't really play that for GTASC. Nidhogg 2, I didn't play that for GTASC necessarily. I actually played it to help Elroy out. That game is just a crazy mess.
So you played it for GTASC,
Right.
I made sure that my Cronus didn't go crazy. Otherwise, I really haven't played a bad game necessarily. Like I said, I'm just playing high TA games, and they're really not okay. Van Bray's Cold Soul, I quote unquote played that. I beat the game and all that in 45 minutes, whatever it was. That looks like a terrible game. Don't ever start that. Otherwise, it's been fine. It's been good games. I actually played. Quote unquote played Power Rangers, so I got a lot of score in that I haven't been
Nice.
that I didn't think I would ever do, to be honest. It's a crazy grind. If I was actually good at the game, I could complete it now. I would have to rank up, but I did get 500 ranked wins, and
Nice.
over 1,000 matches played. So yeah.
Oh,
Pause.
nice. That's not bad.
Pause.
Rumor has it you have a sob story about the Power Rangers game.
Do I?
It's just a rumor.
Nephew.
Huh.
A sob story about the Power Rangers game.
I know there's a sob story about the puzzle that Kenny didn't get him.
Oh.
Oh yeah, there's a really cool puzzle, super cheap at GameStop, and there's none around
3,000
me.
pieces.
None around me
Yes.
within 100 miles. This guy finds one. He's like, I'm gonna bust it out and play it for myself. I hope you're missing a piece.
So, all right, I didn't get it. Brooke went to North Carolina for the weekend.
Wait, what?
Yeah, she went and
How
visited
quarantine is
her
this?
best friend.
Stu?
Was it Tony?
Stu?
Was it Tony?
No, it wasn't.
Stupid.
She went and visited her friend, and I, text her. I'm like, "Hey, check out Emmy's zip code, and let's see if there's any GameStop in the area that has the puzzle." Well, there wasn't. Well, she wound up doing a little bit more looking than I thought she would, and she found a GameStop that she could actually go in and shop. And she found the puzzle, and she was actually trying to get you one, Corey. She thought about you. She wanted to get you one, but there's only one left, so it's
Tell
my
her
puzzle. It's not
tell her
yours.
to do better next time.
I will tell her to do better. She'll probably hear us eventually.
Why don't you mail him 1,500 of the pieces? He can do that, and then you can meet up and just put them
No,
together.
it's my puzzle.
Oh.
My puzzle. It's mine. I'm not sharing my Power Rangers puzzle.
I predict you'll do it for a day and then not touch it ever again. Just
Oh
That's
my
my
gosh,
prediction.
I remember why I don't puzzle. It's so annoying. I was just sorting the border pieces out. Oh, it's so much. But
I want you
achievements.
to post a picture once you get the border
3,000
done.
is too many.
Okay.
3,000
I
is
will.
too many.
I will give you updates on it
I bet it takes you at least 4 hours.
for just the border.
Yes.
I'm not taking that bet. Have you seen that? It's Power Rangers. It's all the bright colors. They all look alike.
Corey,
This is gonna be a pain in the
what's your
neck.
sob story?
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
Your nephew popped it early.
Oh,
Definitely saw some. I definitely saw some
Ish.
score there that was not necessary on the feed. I was confused.
So the winning 500, I think it was 500 ranked is what I did in that game at the time, and it has dropped because other people have played it. But winning 500 ranked matches gives you roughly almost 1,400 TA difference, one achievement.
Crazy.
There are 2 achievements for fighting in 1,000 ranked matches and 1,000 online matches. Well, guess what? Ranked is online, so you can get 2 achievements for once there. Both of those have like 1,200 TA difference each. And I think I probably popped. I think it was the 500 ranked match wins. I think it just popped a little early when I wasn't expecting it. Actually, no, that's not true. I got distracted, and my nephew was just going ham on some people, and I needed it anyways. It turned out to be okay. But yeah, little premature pop.
Happens to all
It's
of
not
us.
too terrible.
It's not too bad. Like I said, if I could get good and actually rank up in the online, then I could just knock out the stories and actually would have a completed Power Rangers game on my tag. That'd be cool since I like the Power Rangers, but it's fine.
I'm hoping
So
one
you're
day they
gonna-
actually stop supporting the game and it becomes dead, and we can just
Oh
boost it.
my goodness!
Actually,
Oh,
yeah, right now might be the best time because there's a lot of idlers,
Ah,
a lot of spammers.
huh.
so who could beat that first?
point.
You complete that game, or can he complete the puzzle?
Oh, him complete the game! My God, someone could complete Titanfall before I complete that damn puzzle.
But not
Is
Borderlands
Brooke helping
2.
you with it?
Yeah, Brooke
no,
and,
definitely not.
and the nephews will help it a little bit, but
Doubt.
it's probably I'm gonna have the upstairs table taken for the next couple weeks, months, hopefully not years.
So yeah, anyways, I played that stuff. I also played Moving Out 2 times. Great game. Everybody should try it at least once.
Assist mode or?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. I figured.
What do you think? What do I look like, a sucker?
He needs points.
There's no asterisks.
He needs
There's
points.
no asterisks.
Explain that.
I almost have 2 completions out of it. I don't have them yet, but they're coming. There's just the grindy
I'm
stuff that's
assuming when
left.
you say 2, you mean one's on Win 10.
There's a Windows 10 stack and an Xbox One stack. And both of them have assist mode. So you can make the game very easy for yourself. And there's really no challenge after you turn that on. Just playing the game. And it's actually, it's an enjoyable enough game that I didn't mind playing it twice. So there's that.
There's that.
Well, what does this assist mode do? Make you that you can't lose?
It
So-
assists you.
The general gist of the game, if you have not seen it or played it, is that you are, I think Elroy mentioned it, you're like the world's worst moving company, and you have to move items from a building or a house, and you have to get it into a truck in some way.
I
Sometimes
mean, one of the
there's
movers is a cat. They're horrible.
I was a toaster, and bread popped out of my head.
Yeah, I did see that.
All right, you're selling me on this game right now.
But you have to move boxes and furniture to a truck, and the way you get there is through doors and throwing it and conveyor belts and moving platforms. It gets pretty crazy. Anyways, assist mode allows for longer times, and you do have to get gold on each of the levels for the end achievement. And so with these extended time limits, it's super trivial. Assist mode also makes bigger items easier to carry with one person, and I think that's really it. As far as like, there's a couple other assists, but for single player stuff, it didn't really matter. If you have the long time limit, that's all you need to do, because the actual game is not hard in itself as far as completing levels and doing the challenges. If you look at the guide on TA for completing all the objectives, there's another guide on like XBLA fans or something.com. And it's just a text guide, and it has pictures. Every level has a hidden object you have to find. Every level, a lot of levels have toilets you have to stand on. Some levels have animals, and then all levels have optional objectives. Those aren't revealed to you until you beat the level once, but you do have the option of going ahead and completing them on your first run if you know what they are. Some of them will make you do the level twice, because, for example, one of the earlier levels says break all the windows, and then don't break any windows. Obviously, that one's a twofer. But if you know ahead of time what you have to do, you can definitely speed up your game. My second playthrough on Windows 10, most of my levels were my first go, just from memory and just knowing what to do. But yeah, that was one of the most enjoyable games from the past month of GTASC for me, and good TA on that still too, like in the 3000s.
Did you play it with 4 players? Or
I
was
played
it just
it-
you and Elroy?
It's just me.
Oh.
I would not want to play this with 2 players. You would end up in a divorce or an awkward friendship. And I said
Well, we'll just
3,000
have to
TA.
hear.
It's actually over 4,000 TA.
Over 4,000. We'll have to hear how Prue and Mrs. Prue. Am I allowed to say Mrs. Prue? They're not married. I don't know.
Close
Prue
enough.
and Pruette, when they go and do it, that should be fun to hear. There was actually one setting you didn't mention in the assist mode, and that was the one that maybe if you want like middle of the road, like fun versus like I don't want to work too hard, is the one setting that makes furniture disappear.
Oh,
So,
yes,
like,
you're
after-
right.
yeah.
Yeah. I would not play that without that. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because once you get a piece of furniture into the truck, you also have to maneuver it so that you can fit other pieces of furniture in. So if you're moving a couch and 2 chairs and a fridge, like it becomes the problem of,
It turns into the worst game of Tetris of your life.
Yes, exactly. And if you don't have 2 people to help move that couch, like getting that thing up into the truck is a real pain. But if you use that setting where, once you get something in the truck, it disappears, then as a single, just one mover, even without the time extended, it's not that bad. It's actually maybe a little more fun to just have that one setting. But
yeah, absolutely. Some of those challenges, the times, like I couldn't imagine doing this without assist mode and getting gold on all of them with keeping the furniture in there. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I've only done like the first 4 or 5 levels, so I haven't seen any of these escalators or such.
It gets pretty nutty, but assist mode will help.
So it's definitely been compared to Overcooked, right?
I've never played Overcooked. This is probably easier than Overcooked.
You've never played
it's
Overcooked?
Definitely easier. It's easier than Overcooked for sure.
See, Overcooked,
but I was going to say that sounds like a game I wouldn't want to play single player. But moving out, because it seems like co-op is in mind, but single player with assist mode?
Well, you're not in GTASC, and you don't need those points as badly as he did, so.
True.
It's true.
I definitely would want to try it straight up first. I'm also curious if things pop for both people.
Yeah, good question. No idea. It's Team 17. Are they good about that?
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
I actually played another Team 17 game. The achievements pop for a lot of people, everybody. You played it with me, don't you remember, El? You say I didn't, but I was there.
I remember. We can talk a lot about this. You want to get into it now?
Sure. Just because I brought it up. Golf with Friends. Golf with your fake internet friends. Came out on Game Pass on May 19th. So it's been out a little bit. There's a channel in the Discord for you golfing fiends who want to set up a tee time. But this is your massively multiplayer online mini golf game that you've all been clamoring for. Has a bunch of different courses, including some Team 17 favorites like Worms courses. Each course has 18 holes?
18 holes, yeah.
Gets progressively more difficult each hole, and you do have to be good at the game for the completion, just for the fact that you need par on every course. But otherwise, it's just a grind. And I say grind, and that kind of sounds negative, but it's a fun grind if you're with friends.
Yeah, the game is not a grind in terms of, you're talking about like the 1,000 shots or whatever. That stuff comes pretty quick.
Yeah, like I haven't even played it that much, and I'm 89% of the way there.
Yeah, I know 1,000 shots I got naturally within a few days of playing it, legit.
Yeah, you get most of the achievements just for playing every course, every mode. And then the last bit will be the get good achievements, the get par. But yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
We had a random session in the Discord pop up like the day or the day after it came out, and we filled the lobby, 12 people. That was a good time.
I
was just about to ask how many people can be in.
I'm going to name drop them.
Do it.
Death Dealers, Prue, Rawkerdude, Freem, Fug, Chip, Michelle, Vulgar, Doughboy, Blaze Flareon, Big Al, and Dark Lord Davis. That may or may not have been in order of the scores. It's been a lot of fun playing with Mr. Dark Lord Davis. He's very fun to play with. We've had, Matt Cam has joined us. We've had Fug's daughter has joined us. Jables, Brian, Kronos. It would be nice if Koosh and Foof would play with us. That would be awesome. It's really, really fun. And the problem
I didn't see an invite.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wait,
play a
no,
little
no,
Power
no.
Rangers puzzle.
I remember this. We played this on Thursday after your Halo night.
Oh, dude, I was falling asleep. That was my bad.
El got out there
at like 11:30, and it's like 12 o'clock. You're like, hey, let's start this. I'm like, I'm already falling
jumped
asleep.
in there.
Yeah, the
I got a
whole
second wind.
party was there.
I got a second wind. Yeah, so of course achievements are a factor, but the game is called Golf with Friends, and if this game was not in Game Pass and it was single player only, it would be a completely different experience. It would be crappy. Yeah. So playing with
then it just
friends
be
is
golf
fun
with yourself.
because you can watch all of the other players play. So once you get it in the hole, you can watch, you can spectate the other players, you can give them tips, you can taunt them. You can do there are other modes like there's a hockey mode and there's a basketball mode, which is pretty bad. You can put on collision so you can knock people's balls around.
That's what she
All
said.
kinds of stuff you can do. His finger was hovering over that mouse for 24 minutes.
He was waiting to drop that.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Stretch that finger out, relax it.
So my biggest issue with this game, if there is any, is that it's a little too difficult, and the difficulty curve ramps up. The forest stage, the initial one, is pretty easy, but all the rest of them are pretty hard. Or the first 7 or 8 holes will be easy, and then the rest will be really hard. But there are guides coming out if you're into that kind of thing. But what we were doing the other night, actually, is we were acting as the guides. So one person would go and say, okay, I'm shooting over here and using 2 power bars. And then the other person would say, oh, I'm doing 3. And then we would figure out what the best was. And a lot of us wound up getting the forest par achievement, tremendous. So that was fun. And, oh yeah, the other thing is that you only have 2 minutes to complete a hole, which I understand why they did it. They want to keep the game moving. But there are some times that you just run out of time and you wind up with a 14 on the hole. That's very annoying. But I believe, I haven't played single player yet, but I'm assuming you still only have 2 players. 2 minutes. So if you are looking at a guide, I guess you got to keep pausing it over and over. I'm not sure.
If you want the achievements, yes.
Yeah.
If you want the achievements, you have to play at default. But if you don't care about that and you just want to have fun with friends, fake or not, you can make a custom match where you can change things like that. You can change the time between shots and all that fun stuff.
Yes.
I think like the overstroke count and all that fun stuff.
But I'm
too.
wondering,
ball
size.
size.
What I'm wondering is if pausing pauses the clock. That's what I was getting at. So I haven't played in single player yet.
I'm sure it does. Yeah.
But people are starting
Be
to
weird if
complete
it
it.
didn't.
199 people have completed it out of 28,000. Wow. This is perfect Game Pass game.
Oh, for sure.
And it's got almost a 4 ratio. It's gonna be up there. I highly recommend it. If anyone wants to play, drop a note. People will definitely play this for fun or help you with some achievements.
After recording?
I'm busy.
Aw.
If you're awake, we'll do it.
I'm awake.
I want to hear Nate's excuse why he hasn't played with us.
Yeah, Nate, what have you been doing?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You better-
Why I haven't been playing with you guys. It's a really good excuse.
Come on.
No one will find fault with this.
Don't defy us. Come on. What is it?
The Defiance 360
Oh.
servers were going down. Yes.
Jeez, that's the reason.
They're gone now. Well, don't speak ill of the dead. They're already gone.
Oh, man, in here, I was
So-
going to boost it.
So that's why I won't spend
Wait,
too
where
much
is my
time talking
invite?
about this. Because there's nothing you can do. It's gone. It's over. But I got
Tell
on
us
with
about that.
Mattism and some people that he met through some TA sessions. And they carried me through a couple achievements. I didn't get everything, and that's fine. I enjoyed this show. When the TV show came out, this was unique, right? Because I was playing World of Warcraft
Wait,
at the time. Yeah, Defiance was a TV show
Was
on
it?
Sci-Fi. Yeah.
I did not know that.
No
So
idea.
this was a unique crossover. This was a video game, MMO, first-person shooter, tied
Was it
in with a TV show.
Scooby-Doo?
And they were going to have episodic content inside of the game that related back to the TV show. So this was a really cool
Oh, that's cool.
idea.
Nice.
It didn't work out well.
I can tell.
Yeah. And I was playing it on the PC, and this was back before I was really into achievements. So I played it a lot on the PC, apparently. I didn't realize how far in I had gotten. So when I saw that it was on the 360, I was like, cool, I'm going to grab that and play that someday. And then it turned out someday was the month of May in 2020. And I got, I don't know, not a whole lot. I guess I should look that up, right? Let's see. Defiance, I got 47 of 75 achievements. And there's a bunch of DLC, which I didn't have the DLC. And it was fun. And there is a Defiance 2050, I think it's called, which is a up-res version. It's got other enhancements that I may go out and check before that server closes. But yeah, it was kind of fun, and it was good to be in there and get help with some of those achievements. But since we can't do it anymore, why talk about it? What I have been playing that maybe people can get in on, there's a free game called Island Saver. And I don't know if I should call it a game or not. It's a lot like those other games that are basically public service announcements, like Don't Smoke. What was that one that was for not smoking?
One Leaves.
One Leaves.
One Leaves, thank you.
Don't smoke.
So this is a lot like One
That's a better
Leaves,
name.
kind of crossed with like the Chex Mix game. This game really felt like it was by the developers of Slime Rancher. It really seemed like a reskin
It looks
Slime
like
Rancher. Yeah, but it's not. I checked the developers, I checked the publisher, no relation. But they basically lifted Slime Rancher and made this game. You're going to one of 3 islands. You'll eventually get all the way to the 3rd island. You're picking up trash and recycling it. You're using coins. There's a really weird mix of, hey kids, recycle. Hey kids, here's how taxes work. When you get 10 coins, some bank man drops down and takes a coin. It's okay. I guess we're getting educational here. So it's recycling. It's how taxes work and how interest works. Then it's also about currency exchange. There are currency exchange rates that they're teaching you about. It's really weird. But the game is really cutesy. There's no real fail state, so kids can play this. And they're not going to be frustrated that they've died. If you fall into the water or something like that, you basically get put right back on the land. You don't have lives that you run out of. You can't really paint yourself into a corner and not get out of it. So it's cool. I like this game. It's very cute. It doesn't take too long. I've put in maybe, 2 or 3 hours. I'm probably halfway through the game. Probably 2/3 of the way through the game, actually.
Shouldn't you know your numbers and fractions better by now?
I should. Maybe there's not
says
enough
6 to
interest.
8.
Yeah, it seems about right.
Yeah, I like when people know their fractions.
And then the last thing that I've spent some time on recently that I'll talk about is Minecraft Dungeon. This just came out. Yeah, it just came out today. It's for a whole bunch of systems, but it is not cross-save compatible. I just discovered that. Yeah. So I started playing it on my PC, which is underpowered, and I was getting some sort of weird issue where my controller was slowly scrolling up. So I don't know what that's all about. So when you go to equip gear, it's really frustrating. So I played it for a little bit. I got, level 5. I beat a couple levels. But then I had to put it down and do some work. Came back to it. And I
played alone, I assume.
Yeah, I did play it alone.
Oh, that's not how you do that.
It was during the workday. I'll group up with some people later. I just wanted to check it out and maybe report back on it. And then I tried it on the X1. And when I loaded into the X1, it didn't have my game. And I got confused. So I shut it down and brought it back up again. Nope. The games are completely separate. So while you can play cooperatively across systems, I believe, you can't have a cross save right now. And maybe that changes. I don't know. But for right now, I have 2 different characters. I'm not going to be playing it on the PC because that's not convenient, especially if I'm going to party up with people. So I will be basically running with that new character on the Xbox version. So this is essentially Diablo in Minecraft, and that was done in Riverbond. So Riverbond was very similar to it. It was much larger characters or voxels. And it's very similar to that, but I would say that Minecraft Dungeons is better. The pedigree is better. The quests are a little less annoying. It just seems like it's a better game. I haven't gotten too far into it, and I know that it kind of follows the Diablo difficulty scale. So you can go in, you can choose your difficulty for each one of these missions, and you can reselect them and revisit them and keep grinding through to get more gear. And there's an achievement for doing that or beating the game on the highest difficulty level. So there is a bunch of replayability to this game.
It looks fun.
Yeah. And you can actually augment your gear. So as you get levels, you get enchantments, 1 enchantment per level that you can put on a piece of gear. And that will allow you to buff one of 3 stat slots. Some items will have 1 stat slot that you can buff, and others, better ones will have 3 stat slots. So you could eventually have 3 stats buffed on each piece of gear that you have. And there's actually an achievement for doing that. For wearing, I think, max level gear that's been buffed to 3 slots across all of them. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I'm going to keep going. I wouldn't mind grouping up with some people and just kind of grinding for stuff, I guess. It doesn't seem like there's a whole lot to the story. But I know that some people have found that DLC is coming for this game. But it's a fun time. It's like I said, it's high quality, and it's been playing really well on my Xbox, not on my PC, but that's more on my PC, I think.
And it's a separate stack?
No.
That's actually a good question, because I had gotten like 900 when I signed off on my PC. I was at like 980 gems. There's an achievement for getting 1,000. So I started playing it on the Xbox, and I opened up a couple gem boxes and got some gems, and then boom, my 1,000 gem achievement popped. So while the games aren't continuable between the platforms, the achievement tracking is accumulative across the 2.
Okay. And is Minecraft Dungeons 4 players, to your knowledge? Do you know?
I'm not sure how many. I think 4
yes.
sounds
2 to 4
right.
I'm
local,
pretty sure it's 4.
2 to 4 local and 2 to 4 online. Nice.
Yeah. So we can try that at some point.
Yeah,
Wasn't this the game that we were talking about not too long ago that wasn't going to be online? Oh, you don't know. Never mind. It was you can't search for randoms. That's
can't
what it was.
There's no matchmaking.
Yeah. That's okay. Answer my own question.
It might force Nate to have to play with one of us.
Yeah, I might have to play with one of you guys,
but not me. My Borderlands group is we just finished Borderlands 3. Like both DLCs that are out, base game, it's all done. We just finished that this past weekend. On Sunday. And so we are ready to go for some Minecraft Dungeons this week.
Oh, I see how it is.
It would be really nice if we could beat it in like 3 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks, because next month another Borderlands DLC comes out. The third out of the fourth. Well, presumably 4. But yeah, we are cranking out some co-op.
How many hours do you guys play at a time?
2 to 4 to 5.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to get it in 3 weeks.
You don't think so?
I think it probably takes a little bit longer than that, but that's
maybe
step your game up.
Sometimes
when you're playing
sometimes we play multiple days.
Does Jay Bloch complain about having to go to bed all the time, or is that just when he plays with us?
He's a delight. So I don't know. Take that for how you will.
That's probably an L thing.
Canadian delight.
He's like, I'm in Canada. It's like 4.5 hours later. I gotta go to bed.
Is he also from India?
What are you talking about?
That's the worst accent I've ever heard.
I am not from India, eh? See?
Need to apologize more.
Sorry, eh?
Better.
That's so bad.
Nova Scotia.
I don't even know where to go from there. That's so bad.
Well, anything is up from there, so.
Elle, since you seem like you want to talk, what else you got? Hopefully it's something not, nationalities or
I was playing a
accents or
game
anything like that.
featuring an alien that does not have a discernible nationality.
Oh, alien hominid?
I will not play that game.
Oh, Alien Isolation?
Alien
I would play
Colony?
that game. What? I played a 2009 classic, The Maw.
That's a great Halo level.
Don't get me started on Halo right now. More on that later. It's a 200 pointer, but it has some DLC making it a 250 pointer. So that's way more appealing for you, right, Corey?
Well, the mall is a good game in itself. So,
you played the mall? Wow.
I've played the mall.
Yeah, it's always fun to imitate Kenny's face. The guy calling the mall.
Blow my hair comes out.
So the mall is interesting. It's weird because you can't really die in that game, so it's weird. You just go around and eat stuff. So it's fun, casual game. There's one interesting achievement where you had to play the game at different times of day. So you had to play at 8 a.m., 10 a.m., noon, and then like 6 p.m., 8 p.m., 10 p.m., midnight. It was like 6 different times or so. So that was the only real interesting one. Apparently you could change the clock for that, but I wound up just doing it. You don't have to do it in one sitting. Wow, Corey. You... You look really interested in this mall.
What are you laughing at?
That hair.
Nothing at all. Nothing at all. And I wound up playing another lovely ACA NeoGeo game, 3 Count Bout, which is a wrestling game, but it plays more like a fighter, so it's very weird. The cheese method is to play with the character Leo Bradley. He has a chain, and you basically just stay away from your opponent and keep whipping him with the chain over and over and getting a lot of points. And on the second level, you get him stuck in the corner, and you keep mashing the X button, hitting him with the chain until the timer is almost out, and then before defeating him. And that's how you get a lot of points, a cheap way. There's something I actually got to work, which I could never get to work normally, is I was able to get a second controller to work for the regular mode. So I was able to just beat on the second player and get the 500,000 points. If you can't get that to work, it's really hard to beat the computer, so good luck. So there was another game that the community played last week. Did you want to talk about that, Corey?
Sure, I can do that, because I played it as well. And that would be Dayz. Z. Dayz. New Game Pass edition. It was kind of hinted at, and if you're in the Discord, you've seen it hinted at in other channels. There's a redacted piece of the podcast last week, if you are paying close attention, but you might have noticed on your friend feed that a lot of people have completed Dayz in the community. That is because Achievement Hunting 101 has purchased their own Dayz server. Yes, so we purchased this server, somewhere like 2 weeks ago. And we said, here's a server for our patrons as just a little fun patron perk. And we, with them, talking with the patrons and whatnot, we decided that we're going to make it available to everybody in the community. And we're just going to do that today. So Thursday morning, whether you hear this first or you get into Discord first, there will be a channel called Dayz. It's already there. But everybody will be able to see it on Thursday. It will not be opt-in. I'm just going to let you mute it if you don't want to see it, because in 2 more weeks, it's just going to be gone. I believe we have the server till like June 13th or something like that.
That sounds right.
You pay for a month at a time. So we're just going to keep it for the 1 month because, as it turns out, Dayz, with the right server modifications, can be completed in like 60 to 90 minutes, depending on how efficient you are and how your boosting goes.
Having a Sherpa. Definitely.
Having a Sherpa helps. So
that's what we're doing after the podcast.
Well, I've already done it. We have a 10-person limit. That's all we paid for. We've gotten I've seen 7, maybe 8 people in there at once. So it's really not an issue, especially with how worldwide we are. But back to the game and the Discord channel, you go in and you can do !server. That will give you the server name to search for, which is AH101, and it will give you the current password in order to get in. If you aren't part of the Discord, I do invite you to come in so you can get that and maybe find a boosting buddy or bring an alt if you so choose. But the game really is not that bad with a booster. If you're playing this legit, it would take a ton of time. I've put in 26 hours according to TA. That's probably right, but I did a lot of server modifications, and darn it, I'm going to say it. We have the best achievement hunting DayZ server out there.
Yeah.
Somebody had made one once the game hit Game Pass, and we kind of figured out you can modify server files. They made one, and they put out some of the different files out there that would help with achievements, help with like your spawn location and various items and whatnot. Well, as it turns out, that wasn't as achievement friendly as one would like. The spawn is nice. There is an achievement for gutting a deer. That spawn is it's consistent. It does not change. But that was really it. You do need to shoot somebody from very far away, and you also have to kill a certain kind of zombie, as well as stay alive. I found it pretty hard to find all the needed materials, so I spent hours upon hours in the midst of GTASC to figure out exactly what I needed to change. But now you can run into a building, and no joke, if the building is big enough, there will be 7 or 8 of these high-powered rifles sitting around. Like, no joke, I found in the files where they spawn 30 across the map. The map is huge, and I sit there and I spawned 4,000 of that gun, and with accompanying ammunition throughout. Certain foods are very abundant now, as well as road flares, which are needed for a fire achievement, just various things. But if you have a booster that you can kill over and over with, so you don't have to actually die, there's one achievement where you have to stay alive for me, it was 50 minutes, but it's between 50 and an hour from what I've seen. It's long enough to grow a beard where you can shave. That's going to be the worst achievement. But if you find somebody who you don't have to die to, you can just kill, you can kind of get it in one go, and that's where you can hit your hour mark. But again, we have our own server. There's a channel on the Discord. It will not be opt-in or opt-out. It will just be there. You can mute it if you want. But I'm sure you'll be able to find any and all the help that you need to get this done within the next 2 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah.
You helped out with those infected soldiers, too. They infected me.
The infected soldiers, you have to kill just one of them. For whatever reason, it's the zombie that you have to pick. That was not spawning to save our lives. We had several people looking for hours. Finally found out, I guess, which lines I needed to modify, and those will come right near the spawn now, and aren't bad. What's funny is I remember, I think it was last week, people were getting the achievement for killing somebody over 300 meters away. So you have to have a special high-powered rifle, and we have a shooter spot and like a stander spot, so we know that's the right distance. And L was shooting, and so we had like 4 or 5 guys standing on these rocks just waiting to be shot. We decided, I think Dino Bull was the leader, so this is all he's doing. We all took off our clothes, and we all started we all started just giving the finger to L, and we waited to be shot, but he finally did it.
Yeah, you gave me a broken gun. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. So it's interesting. I haven't looked at this on TA since I completed it. I'm pretty sure when I completed it, it was worth like 8,000 or 9,000 TA, and now it's worth 4,500. It's shocking.
Yeah,
I guess
I'm
a
sure
lot of people
dropped.
are figuring stuff out.
Yeah, it looks like there's just, I mean, that's actually surprising. 301 completions out of
not many.
36,000. Yeah, that's not many at all.
Because I was like number 200 or so.
Like I said, I knew of one other achievement server, and that's the person who shared the files that I modified further. And since we were patron exclusive, hasn't been that many, but everybody who I think has jumped in has completed it. But yeah, that's not a lot. Now's your chance to do it. AH101 DayZ server.
Yeah, anyone is welcome.
Yeah, anyone is welcome now.
Just DM Vulgar Latin, and he will help you at any time. He loves this game.
Send them zombie pics. Another point that it is open. I want you to come to Discord. You can get the password or whatever. But feel free to invite your friends or whatever. If there happens to be any griefing going on, simply ping me, and I can see who's doing it, and I can ban them or block them temporarily. So we don't want any of that. We just want people to get in and get their completions and enjoy themselves with a fast completion of a very good TA game. So let's all have some fun.
All right. Well, before we get to probably the most exciting news bit of the night, I want to do two quick PSAs. One, I mentioned it last week, but level 100's coming up. If you've got any ideas for us, any special content you want us to do, shoot one of us a message. We might get around to it. And the other PSA is the weekly streams are going to start back up. It's been a while since I've been doing this, and I want to start it back up. I'm thinking it'll probably be Friday nights around 9:30, 10 o'clock Eastern is when I'll stream. This Friday, if you're listening to this when it comes out, I'm hoping to possibly be able to do a stream with Brooke and my two nephews, as I just have to, convince them to play a game with me.
It sounds like a sitcom.
Brooke,
Casper, and the two nephews.
I'll maybe buy them. I'll
two nephews
buy
and a
Monster and a Burger King, and they'll probably say yes. But if not, I'll probably do something that makes me want to pull my hair out, which is what everyone likes to see me do. They just like to watch me get angry. And one more PSA that I just remembered that we should talk about is we have a new staff member.
We do?
It would be Vulgar Latin. The guy. That's how you get in onto staff. You just don't leave the call, and eventually you get in.
Come on, Dev.
We want to welcome him aboard.
All right, welcome aboard, Devin. Definitely shown that you want to be one of us. Now, put out some...
I didn't do any jiggling.
One of us.
That's for sure. Also, don't forget about that hairy thing, Chewy, who does that other thing every month.
He's a Wookiee,
Harry
sir.
Thing.
It is a
Wookiee,
Wookiee,
sir.
How dare
with
you, sir?
two E's. Two E's.
Two
He will rip
O's.
your arms off.
From Kashyyyk with 3 Y's.
So, yes,
Wait,
Chewy
what?
is an official show contributor now, if that's going to make any difference. Yeah, he's been doing his Chewy's Challenge Corey things every month that we all love. They are very
CCC, it's easier to say.
They are very
CCC.
popular. I love them. I'm looking forward to June's that I will be involved in. But yes,
Oh, it's gonna be so good.
he's a quintessential show contributor now officially. He has the title, access to the secret room, and we just want to congratulate him on doing that and thanking him for his contributions thus far.
They have been great.
Yeah.
All right.
He's going to rip your arms off. And you'll probably deserve it.
I'm not scared because, well, you'll hear later when we talk about GTASC.
Ooh. Sounds like shots are going to be fired. Well, let's get into the most exciting news of the week.
That was not talked about on this show.
Absolutely not.
I didn't want to bring it up last week because I wanted Corey to be here with me
Mhm.
because I know
So
he
you
is
can
equally as excited for
fangirl.
me. So we can fangirl together.
you
But Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 is getting a remake.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
so excited for this. This
Yay!
is the best
I'm Corey.
news.
I'm excited. Yay! Hey, this is Elle. I'm playing for achievements. And this game better have some easy achievements.
I don't play for fun. I play for achievements. New York
This is Nate.
Mets.
I've never heard of this game.
I know Tony Hawk. We're the same
Everyone
age.
knows Tony Hawk.
He's the guy in the Frosted Flakes box, right?
That's bad.
But yeah,
Yes.
Tony Hawk. I'm excited. I'm stoked, actually. This is probably my most anticipated game of the year.
Same here, 100%.
Year.
And it came out in the clear blue, too.
Ish.
Just
Ish.
How many decks did
New
you guys
shop.
pre-order?
So what you are referring to, Elle, for the non-informed
idea.
is the game / games, because you get Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 is only $40. There's a $50 deluxe version and a $100 skateboard collector's edition. You get actual deck. special
Which is
deck.
so cool.
Is it signed by Tony Hawk? Like, it's like a fake signature, probably.
I don't think it's signed. I think it's just the birdhouse logo.
It's probably the GameStop employees open it up, and then they all sign it, and then they put it back in, and then they sell it to you as new.
But
who
orders
wasn't there
from
a deal where you get a
GameStop?
fingerboard too? I thought there was like the deck, but I thought you also could get a fingerboard.
No,
I
wish. I don't think you get the finger.
No, it is signed. It's a limited edition Falcon 2.
Oh, it
design,
is.
and it has his name on it. It's probably not really signed. It's probably just printed. But
yeah, it's not real signed.
It's actually
That's so cool.
It's actually unavailable on Amazon right now. That's hope you got one. But yeah, it comes out September like 4th, 13th, something like that.
I think 4th.
It's coming out anyway.
September 4th.
But
Yeah. When did Tony Hawk originally come out?
if I had to guess,
Didn't it come out in like the late 2000s, or late
Yes.
2000s, late 90s, early 2000s, like 2000 or something, like 99, 2000? I can't quite remember.
So if you guys want to double dip and you pre-order from GameStop, not only do you get the deck, you also get a Tony Hawk mini fingerboard.
are you kidding
From
me?
GameStop?
I'm not kidding you. Why would I
Are you
kid
for real?
That was not.
I am
for
so
real.
glad I did it from GameStop.
That was
Heck
not
yeah.
on the
What is that?
list.
What is a
Heck
fingerboard?
yes.
It's a fingerboard.
What is that?
It's a skateboard for your fingers so that they don't get bored while you're skating.
They added this after the fact. I am that's not cool, man.
That is so cool. I'm so glad I went with GameStop and not
Yeah.
Amazon.
While supplies last.
Oh, as soon as the pre-order went live, I think no more than 25 minutes later, I had it pre-ordered. I'm so excited.
This
for
is
it.
even on the cheap version. You don't have to get the collector's version for it either.
Oh, there you go.
Yes, it's like $100 for the collector's edition. I thought for sure that was gonna be like $200.
But
When I saw that was $100, I'm like, yes, deal. Take my money.
yeah, so my thinking is like I want this to do well because I want a Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 bundle and then a Thug bundle.
Please God.
And I just wanted to keep going and then hopefully make new stuff because we've been missing out on this for too long at this point.
Oh, so long.
And it comes with the era-defining soundtrack.
It does.
Yes.
It does.
Yes, that's some of the best news about this is that they have the original soundtracks with it. That is so awesome.
So, I
'Cause
mean,
that was like the first thing that everyone brought up. It's just like, oh, I hope they have the original music. Because the music in these games are so iconic.
speaking of iconic music, if you had to pick one song from the game, like that's the song that you hear and you just think Tony Hawk, like that just takes you back. What song would that be?
That's hard because I have two.
I said one.
Go ahead, Ken.
I gotta reach for something. Got it.
Gun to your head.
Gun to your head, Kenny. I said one song.
Okay, fine. Guerrilla Radio, Rage Against the Machine.
Okay. Not what I would have picked, but a fine choice.
I know what you. That's why I said that one because I knew you were going to pick the other one.
Which is Power Man.
I don't know. It's your pick. You
5000.
say it.
When
Wait, it's my
Worlds
turn to have a
collide.
pick.
Oh, did you
Worlds
play this
Collide.
game?
That's a good pick.
This is
You
what
played
it's
this
like
game?
when worlds collide.
Who? Me?
Are you ready to go? Cause I'm ready to go.
Fufu is moshing in his own room right now. Watch out for
My
Brooke.
pick was
Dude.
Superman by Goldfinger.
That's the
Brilliant.
worst N64 game ever.
But then the other answer, the other one was Bring the Noise, which is sadly one of the 5 songs that will not be in the game.
That's also a good song. I was actually just listening to that the other day. Good remix.
Now, if I had to say it, I would say Hair Up by Justin Timberlake and Gwen Stefani.
Oh, wait, but
I don't even know that's a thing.
Nate. Come on, pick a real song, Nate.
Or possibly Bad Religion's You.
There we go. That's a better one.
Ooh. There's a place where everyone can be happy. It's the most beautiful place in the whole wide world. Mwah. It's a great song. Bad Religion's probably before their time also. But
Probably.
they're still going, I think. They're still going.
Quite a bit. Are they? They're still together?
Yeah,
Of
absolutely.
course.
They
All
still
those
going.
old
I know
skate
that.
bands
I
are
saw
still
them.
together.
Yeah, they got nothing better to do.
Yeah.
Blood Brothers,
Okay.
Papa Roach. Oh.
Goldfinger.
So tying this back to achievements, this is the type of game that before achievements existed, you would basically be making your own achievements for. So
That's true. That's true.
Yeah,
I
very true.
distinctly remember I had Tony Hawk 2 on the Dreamcast because I was cool like that.
No one that had Dreamcast was cool. You got it on the PlayStation.
Hey.
That was the better one to do it.
It had nothing to do with the fact that I could just download the ROM and make a disc for it myself. So what I would do is beat the game with every single character. Do you remember what would happen when you beat the game?
You got to use secret character usually.
Yeah.
What else?
There's a
You
Bale video.
unlock the special level.
Bail video. That is correct.
Oh yeah, the Bale video.
So you would have
They were
to-
so good.
Right.
Oh, I hope
That
they're
was the
in
whole-
there.
And you would have to beat it with the character to get the bail video on. And so yeah, you had a reason to beat it with each character.
But Kenny's right. They always had a secret character too.
They had secret characters. They had secret levels. That's actually how I think of when Worlds Collide. Is I picture myself playing as Spider-Man in one of the secret levels where it was like in outer space and having When Worlds Collide just blaring.
My most I guess recognizable secret character was probably Spider-Man as well. Officer Dick
Spider-Man,
stands
of
out
course.
as one
Of
too.
course.
And I'm looking it up right now. Apparently Doom Guy was one. I don't remember that.
Really?
Really?
That's what this says.
Huh.
That was in Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3. Apparently he was a PC character.
I didn't even know that was on the PC.
Oh, I do remember Dayz.
Oh yeah.
Based off of Jenna Jameson. But anyways, yes, I'm super excited
I'm
for
excited
this
for this
game.
game.
Yeah. Darn it.
Now that you mentioned Jenna,
Oh, yeah. Okay, I remember Daisy.
you remember them? Oh, I mean her.
Where did these people come from, though? Like Officer Dick and Daisy and Eric Sparrow? Who are these people? I don't remember any of this.
Eric Sparrow was in Thug. He was like the antagonist. Officer Dick's in like freaking every single
All of them.
Tony Hawk. I don't
He
really
had the
know what
best
he came
special
from,
move.
though. What was it? Like assume the position or something?
Yeah. Yes. He'd stick the board between his crack. Or in his crack.
Oh, apparently in Thug 2, Phil Margera was a secret character.
Was it really?
Darth Maul.
Interesting.
Darth Maul.
Darth Maul. I do remember
Oh,
Darth
that's right.
Maul.
I forgot about Darth Maul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
I hope they get all of these.
Wolverine was in one of them. Damn.
Was he? I did not know that.
Oh, I can't wait to
Or I
play
don't
these
remember that,
games.
It's gonna be so good. I'm taking September 4th off. I just want to sit there and play this all day long.
See, so that's the downfall of like going physical with this one is it won't come till the day of, and then be a little bit behind, but it's the price we pay to support what we want.
I hope
I'll
it's on
admit
Game
it.
Pass.
I paid an extra $10 to make sure the game arrives on time.
Really?
What?
Yes, I want this game right away. I'm like, give me this game. I'll make sure it's in. So I'm like, for $10 extra to make sure it arrives like a couple days early. I'm like, yeah, that's worth it.
Yeah.
And if this goes straight to
Yes.
Game Pass, I would be quite irritated.
That
Actually, I won't
happen.
because I'm getting
You
the
won't get the
collector's
deck.
edition.
Yeah.
I'm still getting the deck, so the
If you
deck
get the
is worth
fingerboard and
$100 for
Corey
me.
doesn't, you need to play with it every time we record.
I will do.
That's what she said.
He said play with it.
I did say play with it. I'm sorry.
Oh, boy.
Children.
Moving swiftly
So
on.
one interesting thing, I read gameplay wise is that they're going to be putting in the manuals, which allowed you to link combos, and believe it or not, manuals weren't introduced until Tony Hawk 3. So
Really?
I thought it was
Yeah.
2.
no, it was 3, and so they will be putting that. in
Where's
the
my
game.
PlayStation?
For people that don't know skating terms, manual does not mean a book that you read that has all the instructions.
Oh, not a manual. Excuse me, not a manual. A revert. That's what I meant.
Yeah. Revert was not till 3. That's crucial
yes.
for
That's what I
continuing combos off of a vert.
Yes. Yes, I said the wrong thing. Manuals where you balance yourself.
Also, I thought they were.
Yeah.
They're just looking at us.
This is what
Actually,
I
they
feel
could-
like
they quizzed Tony Hawk on this, and he said, wasn't it 3? And it was like, no, it was 2. I mean, wasn't it 2? But no, it was 3. Back in.
I also want to say, the really cool thing about this is that it's not just a remaster; it's a remake. So when they were making the game, they went through and did all the motion capture suits. So when they're sitting there skating, it's not like back then where it's all just pre-generated and it's blah looking. Well, with this, every single skater actually did all of the tricks. So while you're playing the game and you're doing the tricks, that's how each skater does it in real life. So it makes it a little bit more realistic. And also, when they digitally scanned in all of their faces, they didn't have them from when they're young in their 20s or whatever. It's how they are today. So in the remake, you're gonna see like 40 or actually I think Tony Hawk's like 50 now, but you're gonna have like the old men skaters playing in the game.
How dare you?
It's relatable.
Sorry, you're old, Nate.
How dare you?
Sir.
Well, we got a couple of community questions we should get into.
Oh crap!
I know you didn't prepare for this. What's new?
It says he has an answer.
Right. Do it live.
Yeah, Al has an answer.
I thought he was lying.
Oh,
all right.
Yeah,
It's
totally
like the L trick. It's the L
Good
trick.
job, El. I'm proud of you.
What? I put that there so I could come up with something on the spot.
All right, now that sounds like El. All right, so Vulgar Latin, new staff member. His question is, what is a game genre you wish would make a comeback? And for me, the very first thing that I thought of was music games. I would love, just that resurgence of Guitar Hero and Rock Band and
Would you?
everyone
though?
getting
Boom Boom
getting
Rocket.
together and playing games. It was so much fun having like
what
Rock
you're
Band
saying
parties.
is, Activision redid Crash, Spyro, now Tony Hawk. Now they're gonna remaster Guitar Hero 1 through 3 bundle. Yeah,
Oh my goodness!
I'll give you $60 for that.
I would pay 60.
I'll
for
take
that.
that.
What is the weirdest instrument game you would play?
The weirdest,
Yeah,
Okay,
like the,
I have an answer
probably
for
like
that.
Vuvu's
Ukulele-
Waylay.
ukulele
like the
Hero.
hurdy-gurdy.
So, I don't know if you guys had the
Triangle.
GameCube, but on the GameCube there was an old music game that predated Guitar Hero,
I know where you're going.
and it was Donkey Konga.
Yeah,
that
buddy.
game was awesome.
Okay, so you guys have played that.
Work
I used to play that for hours. Yeah,
It's the only song I remember on there. But yeah, I played that game.
yeah, that game was great. I loved it.
But yeah, I would be down for remaster. I get the craving to like play a plastic instrument every now and again, and then I'm
I don't
sad
know.
because I
With
don't
that
have
said-
any.
With that said, we never play Rock Band 4, and we have access to it. So
Rock Band lost me.
I play Rock Band 4 every so often.
3 with the keytar.
we could play it.
You just
We
need a
should.
server shutdown, and then everyone will do it.
It's true. Or a private
There
server.
you go.
Yeah.
Oh, let's do that. That'll be our next game when we finish Halo Reach. We'll
I'm
the
down.
4 of us will play
I'm down.
Rock Band 4.
See, nowadays I don't play
Sure.
till it's pitch black and it's quiet in the house and it's like 10 p.m. So I need one that's not very clicky and loud.
You just need a basement.
I can't rock out with my guitar out.
So maybe DJ Hero.
Oh.
Did that one have a lot of clicky?
That was pretty good.
That one did not, but that was good. That was good.
DJ Hero was pretty good. I haven't played that in years. Nate, what about you? What game?
Game genre.
Well, I think I mentioned it a couple weeks ago when I was on, but Run and Gun. I really like
To
my
your
Run
head.
and Gun games.
So you wish would make a comeback. You don't think that they
I wish.
have come back yet?
I don't think that they have come back in full force. I think we can see some more of those. Because I was talking about Hive Jump and it being kind of a run and gun. So I really miss games like that. There was one on the PC. What was that called? Can't remember the name of it right now, of course. But games kind of like that where you were moving with the keypad and then you were shooting with your mouse. And you basically would aim with your mouse to basically shoot in a different direction than when you were running, which was a really cool feature, back in the 70s when I was born. So I would love to see something like that come back. Additionally, idle clickers. I don't think we need another idle clicker.
Why?
We've kind of had our fill. We're good.
We've only got 2.
No, we have not.
We've only got 2, and we need another good one. Another good.
Hey, wait a
middle
minute.
length, not super long, but that's what we need.
Wait a minute. Whatever happened to Clicker Heroes 2?
Yeah,
I was just thinking that.
Need it to come back. Need it to actually happen.
I would love more Clicker Heroes type games.
Good ones. We need good ones. We don't need. It's such an underrepresented genre that we should not get garbage ones.
I agree.
Oh boy, you guys are interesting.
Oh, they're so great. You can sit there and just manage it. It's super relaxing. Listen to music, watch something on TV, and while playing a game.
The game is abuse.
Or you can record a podcast while also managing it.
The game I was thinking of was called Abuse.
That's okay, man, because I love the abuse. Connect. Connect is my answer. There needs to be a resurgence in Connect games, so I can get my fat ass off the couch, dance around, and
Connect. Gotcha.
What do you
I
think
was
I
thinking like
said?
Connect 3, or
We need
Connect
a
4.
slim Connect.
Connect 4. Yeah.
Wait, Connect
so
3
old
is the
that
prequel to Connect 4. Yeah.
Yes.
He remembers when it was just Connect.
Yeah, when it was smaller, before they expanded the DLC for Connect 4.
You're like, what is he talking about? Yes. I'm not sure if Connect necessarily is a genre, but that's the answer I'm going with.
Close enough.
Okay, good. Thank you.
So the first genre that I thought of was skateboarding, because until this year and until like 2 weeks ago, it's kind of been vaporware and it's been non-existent. And it's all of a sudden this year we're getting 3 good-looking skateboarding games. So if I expand that out, so skateboarding I wish would make a comeback. I hope it's here to stay now.
What's a third game? Session, Tony Hawk, and
Skater XL.
Skatebird.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Skatebird is on there as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and Skatebird. Oh man, I forgot about that too.
So anyways,
I can't wait for that to come.
I'll expand the genre for skateboarding and also do snowboarding / extreme sports. That's what I want.
So, okay, quick, going back to Tony Hawk real quick here. Are you going to see a difference between Tony Hawk 1 and Tony Hawk 2?
Doesn't matter.
Or is it basically just going to be like one long game with no differences between the two? And is that an issue? I hear you say it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. I just want to play all of those levels again, all of the objectives again.
Yep.
That's all I want to do.
I agree.
Are you asking if they're going to break it up in game and make it 1 or 2, or make it one big game featuring all the levels?
Well, I mean, just, when you get them sequentially as they come out, I mean, there's enhancements, there's improvements, and systems.
Oh, I see what you're asking.
Yeah, and this is basically just going to be the exact same game, but with new levels and, not new levels, but the levels from the second game, but the same engine.
I'm assuming you never played like the Crash remaster or the Spyro remaster, right?
Nah.
Okay, so essentially when you load that game up, basically it goes into a title screen and then and it has like all 3 games on there and you just choose which one you want to play. I imagine how this is going to be where you load it up, goes to the main menu, and then you go into Tony Hawk's 1 or Tony Hawk 2.
I get what he's saying. I get what he's saying, though.
Yeah.
Spyro has progression through the games. Gameplay changes. Crash, gameplay changes. Tony Hawk, gameplay changes, but we already know
You're asking?
they're adding manuals in and reverts, so it's going to be like they're going to be like the same game, just different levels.
Yeah, so it's just going to be the exact same game, but just like the levels from the first, and then the next one is the levels from the second. So
yeah, for me that won't be an issue. I'll be fine with it, just because it's one of my favorite games.
Sorry, I didn't want to circle back too much, but it just occurred to me.
No, you're good. But
no, I see what you're saying. Yeah, it's basically the same stupid game.
Gotcha.
Watch your mouth.
I mean that in an endearing way.
All right, so that was the game genres we wish would make a comeback. Now, Kenny, what is a game genre you wish would never come back? Thanks to Chewy for that question.
So this isn't technically a genre on TA, but I'm still going to count it, and that's Lego. They can just go away. I don't like the games. pretty sure I said that last week. I don't like Lego games.
Is that an L impression?
He doesn't like Elgo.
Huh?
You don't like playing Lego games?
No, they're boring.
Yeah, I'm guessing no one is going to be playing any Lego games anytime soon.
Yeah, no one. There's definitely not like, a challenge or anything with Lego games.
Never. Worst challenge ever.
They're boring. You can't die. They take forever.
I'm going to be controversial and pick Telltale style games. Much like the music genre, they oversaturated the market with these guys, and I enjoyed the Walking Dead games, but there was just too many, and they rewarded you. You didn't play them. It was like choose your own adventure. It's come on. I don't know. That genre could stay there for a while.
I played 2 of them. I played Batman, and then I played like half of the Guardians of the Galaxy. Honestly, I wish they were like a visual novel and they skip all the quick time events, and I just watch 2 hours of the story.
That might be even better.
I just periodically pick a response to whatever was said. I would enjoy it more. The quick time events to me are just kind of annoying.
Is that it? That's the only thing you wish would never come back?
Yes.
Interesting. Okay. For me, it's not really a genre, but game type within a game type that's required for progression and it's done poorly. So examples would be Assassin's Creed Revelation. The tower defense segment was frustrating. I don't know if anyone else had issues with that, but you're running from rooftop to rooftop and you're trying to stop people as they're marching down alleys.
I actually really like that part. So
okay, well,
I know I'm like one of like 7 people in the world that enjoy it.
Maybe I'm the few.
I'm pretty sure you're the majority.
You're not.
Yeah,
you're not number 2 on the Maryland Tower Defense leaderboard.
Oh, that's true. Not yet. Not yet. So yeah, that was not fun for me. Did not enjoy that. Also, Brutal Legend. When that tower defense segment came in, I wasn't expecting it. Maybe that's why I didn't like it. But yeah, if you're gonna do a genre within a genre, it's got to be really good. And if it's only somewhat good, then just don't even put it in there.
Fair enough.
Yeah, you know when we're playing Halo Reach, and then all of a sudden you got to fly in this thing and have a flying mission. They do that in first-person shooters for some reason.
Normal. It's horrible on Legendary.
Are you saying that Halo is a vehicular combat, and you want less of it?
Sounds like it.
Okay.
Anyways, since none of them picked genres, I'll actually pick genres. And Elle kind of stole my answer. Visual novels, walking sims. That time is come and gone. We're good. No more needed.
It's a little different.
And
I just thought of an actual.
Yeah, go ahead.
I thought of an actual genre.
What?
Point and click. They can go away.
How dare you?
Right to the knee. And our last question is from Ahizo. What game from your childhood would you most like to see remade from the ground up, i.e., Pokemon Red with Sword Shield graphics and engine, or Super Mario Bros. 3 with Odyssey graphics and engine? Kenny, what would you pick? A game from your childhood?
This was easy. This was my all-time favorite game, but it's Future Cop LAPD from the PlayStation 1 era. It's like a third person. If you were to put all the TA genres attached to it, it'd be like third person mech strategy tower defense.
You are
honestly
like
it's
one of
kind of
like
hard.
5 people that I know who also know what that game is. But it is a good game.
Yeah, right back at you. I couldn't believe that you knew what that was. It's a phenomenal game. Like I said, it's my favorite game of all time. I would pay quite a bit of money to have a remake of it, but I doubt that would ever happen. And it got good scores. Like when you look it up, it scored really well. Critics loved it. But yeah, that would be mine. How about you? Let's go with L.
I'm glad you asked.
He's not paying attention.
I am. I'm looking up stuff. Yeah, I picked a game series that probably won't resonate with you guys, but that's okay. It was the Nintendo 64 era wrestling games. So there was WCW NWO Revenge and WrestleMania 2000, and
that was a good one.
It wasn't called
WWF
WrestleMania 64.
No. And well, back then in 2000, everything was called 2000, and then so it would have been WrestleMania 2064 if anything. And then the most famous one is WWF No Mercy. These were the, I don't know how to say it, AKI series. They were the developers, and they were pretty well regarded back in the day. And Fufu says great music too. Okay, he must be talking about Tony Hawk, or I got that wrong.
Yeah, totally.
No, wait, what? Was that meant for that?
You missed the.
So anyway, that was a really fun series, and there's a new Wrestling Federation, AEW, and the two of the people who run that fed, Kenny Omega and Cody Rhodes, are big gamers, so people are asking them to try to make a game in this style when the eventual AEW video game comes out. So hopefully someone listening to this knows what I'm talking about.
I played WrestleMania 2000, if that helps.
Did you?
I actually did. That's one of like...
How old were you? 6?
2 or... I mean, about that. I mean, 2000? No, I was 9 in 2000.
Nice. Yeah, so you know
yeah,
what
that
I'm
was
talking about.
one of
then,
like
I
2 wrestling games I
guess, if you
played.
remember. Yeah, they had a good grapple system, good creator wrestler system. Good stuff for the
I remember
time.
really liking it.
No one really talks about those anymore.
I played
Corey,
that,
what
and I
about
played something Raw on the PlayStation 1. I can't remember what it was.
Something
you see
raw.
the Warzone and Raw games were terrible. You had to put in like fighting game combinations to do moves. It was those were not well regarded.
I don't remember them very
up
well.
left square to do a body slam. It's like, no, just let us butt mash. Damn it.
Well, for me, sticking with my extreme sports related answer from earlier, that I would wish make a comeback. If you asked me 3 weeks ago, I would have said Tony Hawk. But since we're getting that, I'm going to go with a PS1 classic called 2 Extreme. They actually made
I forgot about
1
this
Extreme,
game.
2 Extreme, and 3 Extreme. But it was like, I guess technically the genre is racing, but you could be like bikes, skateboards, rollerblades, or like maybe even snowboarding. And like you just raced in these sort of downhill, just laned races. But I don't even know if I own the game, but I know I played it every time I went to the dentist. And it was so
That's
good.
so random.
It was so good.
This looks so bad.
But I
I
want
shouldn't
it.
speak ill.
But I want it.
I think I had this on a demo disc somewhere. I think that's how I played it.
Maybe I had that as well. I had a lot of demo discs back in the day.
I mean, it's like the young kid's pole position, right? That's what it looks like. It's like they took pole position. They said, you know what this game doesn't have enough of? Obstacles.
And put them on
and a jump
rollerblades.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I would love to see this remade.
I can't imagine this ever getting a remake.
Like remake this in the same Tony Hawk style engine that they're using, and you got a customer.
like one of 4.
I'll take it. That's fine.
Oh my goodness, I remember this game. It is not good.
It's great. I'm just watching a video and it's so bad.
It's
really-
we gotta
it's bad. I'm
move
watching
on.
it
We gotta
too.
move on. Koosh.
Yeah. Well, if I had to
Yeah, what
pick
about-
one,
Wait, hold on
I-
a second.
okay.
I was about to make a joke. If there's a sequel called 3 Extreme, there
There
is a
is.
sequel called 3 Extreme.
Yeah.
That's what he said. There was a 1, 2, and 3.
Oh,
There's
God.
1 Extreme, 2 Extreme, 3 Extreme.
That, no. So that means people must have bought this game.
Yeah.
Twice at least.
Yeah.
If
I
not,
hope so.
now,
if not
Wait,
this,
really?
Twisted Metal. Go ahead.
How did I not think of Twisted Metal too? Oh, man.
Well.
That's a
was
series that
great
needs to come
series.
back.
So if I had to pick one game, I would actually pick 3. And that would be Ninja Gaiden, the 2D version. I talked about that recently. That I love to see something like that remade with like awesome graphics and lasers. And then Mark of Cree was on the PlayStation, so not only would it have to be remade, it would also have to jump the fence and come over to the Xbox. That was an amazing game. The second game wasn't as good, but the first was just I love that game. And then of course, I always talk about it, Red Dead Revolver. It just needs to happen.
Yes, please, Rockstar, remake that game, please.
I don't know if they're in the business of remakes, remasters.
I
Well, I mean, they just
know they're
crank
not,
games
but
out
we can
every
dream.
year. They're just like game.
I could
No,
hope.
yeah, they don't do that.
I have absolutely no idea what this Mark of Kree is. I have never seen this.
Oh my gosh, it's so pretty.
I'm looking at the screenshots on Bing. I don't recognize it at all.
Yeah, when you just put your bow staff through a guy's head, it's just so pretty. And you land a headshot with your bow and arrow from like forever away. Oh, it's so good.
So Ninja Gaiden is what system was this on originally?
NES.
It was on. They had an Xbox version too, right?
Not a
Yep.
2D. I'm talking about a 2D
Oh, okay. Just
Ninja Gaiden game.
was it better than the 3D?
It's just different.
Did you?
It's a different game type.
I think the Messenger is supposed to be like that. I haven't played that yet, but
Messenger is similar to it, yeah. So the very first part of the Messenger before it gets to the Vayner is a lot like a Ninja Gaiden.
I know another genre
Well-
that has better 2D games than 3D games, but that's another conversation for another day.
Another day.
Definitely another conversation.
In the same vein.
Connect.
Connect, yes.
Oh,
Yes,
Vane.
connect. All right,
Get
wheeling
it.
and dealing. We got some
Thank you for the
sales this
questions,
week.
by the way. Jesus, Ken.
Yeah, thank you. Love questions.
Yay, questions. Wheeling and dealing. Nate, what tabs you got open?
So
I haven't said it in weeks. It's okay if I say it now. Go away.
I've
Sorry.
already got this game, and I just have to recommend it because the price is right and it's fun and it's a run and gun roguelite platformer. Rogue Stormers, $4 down from $20. It's 60
That's
to
a
8
sale.
hour grindy completion, but it is a fun game. So if you want that full completion and you're worried about time commitments, maybe this isn't the game you want to play right now. But at that price, I really recommend this game. It is fun. There's multiple heroes to play as. Excuse me, they play a little bit differently. One of the things that makes it so grindy is you have to complete the game 50 times. And it is a roguelite.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
yeah, that makes sense.
It
Never
is
mind.
a roguelite, so you're not going to beat it the first time. You're not going to beat the first boss the first time you play. You're going to have to play to be able to play farther and farther and farther. As you unlock various abilities across the multiple characters, then you can start progressing through the game more efficiently as you go on. I know some people like X don't like that, but this is a fun gameplay loop for me, and I think other people enjoy it as well. Like I said, one of the things that makes it so grindy is that there are multiple heroes, and you have to complete the game. Some of the achievements are complete the game 7 times with this character, and then the grindiest achievement is to totally beat the game 50 times. So, but yeah,
Cool.
love it.
All right. I think there's a game I'm going to be getting this week. And Nate, you actually told me about this game a very long time ago, and that is Slain Back from Hell. And honestly, I'm interested in this for the soundtrack. The soundtrack is so good. The entire game is extremely metal.
It's your favorite genre. I mean, it's a platformer.
Yeah, that's the only real problem is that it's a platformer. But you know what? For the soundtrack, I'll give it a try. It's typically $15, but on sale it's $3.74. So that's a good price.
Yeah, I would have picked that as well. I'm glad you got to talk about it.
And I will say, I know that GTASC is basically over, but this is probably a pretty good game for that if you're good at it. 1,000 gamer score and 5,500 TA.
It's not an easy game.
Yeah,
You
so
have to stick with it.
if you're a completionist, I'd stay away from this. And the 2 big achievements that it looks like is defeat the game. Wait, defeat the game? That's weird. Defeat the game without using any mana and without losing a single life. So they talks about this being a brutal game, so that is probably why. Those 2 achievements makes it difficult. How about you, Corey?
Yeah, not a lot going on this week, but if I had to pick one, I would pick Manual Samuel that I and 39 of my friends on TA have played. It is an amusing game. It's super cheap, $2.50 US American. If you have not played it, I do recommend it. There is some skill to the completion because there are time trials. Otherwise, I think that you'll be able to get them all. And it clocks in at about 6 to 8 hours. I don't have the completion. I haven't done it. I haven't finished the time trial yet. But I'm right under 6 hours. So if I just grinded it for a couple hours and practiced, I'm sure I could get it. But it's a good game. A lot of us have played it, and I think a lot of us would share the same sentiments.
All right. Elle, how about you?
I recommend LetterQuest. It is $3. It is a lot of fun. And it's funny that this went on sale. I saw Philip Wendell in the Vayner room sent us a screenshot where he tried to spell out Vayner, and it came back as incorrect, and he was very upset about that. So I know. Unreal. Clearly, that should be triple points or something. So LetterQuest, it's not the quickest completion. My wife and I played that together, had some RPG elements. We got through it. We never used a guide. For all you filthy guide users, you can do it, but there's really no need. You just have to make letters, make words from a group of letters, kind of like Boggle, sort of, but they don't have to touch each other. Hey, come on, Corey, where are you for that one?
You kind of went in and out there. I missed it.
You know, you could just put "that's what she said" at any point, and it's usually appropriate.
Oh, okay.
Wonderful. Well, we have some Game Pass news. See? Works anywhere. Oh, we mentioned earlier that Minecraft Dungeons has come to Game Pass. I am going to download it as soon as we are done recording. No Man's Sky was also announced. I really have no interest in this, but when it comes to Game Pass and it costs $0, you never know. If I see people playing it, might have some FOMO and start playing it.
I think this one is multiplayer up to 4 people.
Is it?
I think so.
I'm not sure about that.
It's at least
everything. If it...
It's at least 2, possibly 4.
It's at least 1, possibly 1. Maybe more.
That changes everything if it is.
I don't know
if it was multi-man's Sky.
I don't think it's carryable, but
oh well, then forget it.
That changes everything.
I don't think No Man's Sky has a true multiplayer mode. I think it's like it has multiplayer, but basically what it is you're in your own universe, and you can kind of set up like, hey, this is my planet that I found, and I name it, so when someone visits it, they go, oh, this is FuFuCuddilyPoof's world. He discovered it. Its name, whatever.
Huh.
Yeah, I know it had issues. You know, they said it was like a multiplayer and it was really big, and then like you actually couldn't run ever into other people when they first released. But I know they've made a bazillion changes since then, so that could very well have changed. I was not going to buy this even at 50% off. I wanted it to be like 80% off, and now it's 100% off. So I'm actually going to play this. So yeah,
sounds good.
Yes, sir.
Usually record on Mondays, but since either A, it was Memorial Day, or B, we were too lazy to record, we didn't record yesterday.
It was Memorial Day.
Oh, right. It was Memorial Day. So the good news is we always wind up missing the Games with Gold announcement. However, we didn't miss it. Although, when you hear what games they are, you might have wished we did. But anyway, Shantae, and The Pirate's Curse will be available on June 1st. Coffee Talk, New York edition, will be available on June 16th. The Xbox original Destroy All Humans will be available on June 1st. And Cine Morra will be available on June 16th as the lone 360 representative via backwards compatibility. That one I'm sure is very hard. To be honest, the Shantae games all blend together for me. I haven't played them. Have you guys played Pirate's Curse?
I have dived Pirate's Curse.
Yeah,
the non-Vayner?
No, that is the Vayner.
That's the Vayner?
That's the Vayner. The new Shantae and the Seven Sirens is a Vayner, which I will talk about next week. And Shantae and the Half Genie Hero is like borderline according to Waka. So that one missed that boat, but it's basically a Vayner.
Anyone know anything about Coffee Talk?
It's a visual novel.
It's a visual novel that looks like it actually takes a while, like 3 to 4 hours. for a visual novel seems terrible.
How dare you, sir?
So you're saying Syrup in the Ultimate Suite is better?
Oh,
Slightly.
of course. Of course. What
That's okay, because I totally agree with you.
more of what I'm saying is a 3 to 4 hour visual novel does not sound
Pretty.
Wow.
But maybe your nephew can play it for you. You never know.
Is
Somebody
he-
said that this one requires skill, whatever that means.
That's unacceptable.
Let's just hope it's like a winner's
Ooh,
day
it's play anywhere. That's good. I like that.
So is anyone going to download Destroy All Humans?
Yes.
I will download it.
Okay. So you'll claim it,
Correct. As I do with every game.
but not play it. Okay.
Whether-
Yeah, well.
I mean, I do that with most of these. It's the months recently have not been very good since Game Pass has come out. It's just like, oh, look,
yeah.
I'm expanding my digital library, but they're games I either have no interest in or I'm just never really going to get around to it.
I claim everything. I just didn't know if everybody did that.
Yep, I sure do.
Oh, yeah. I want to claim them all. It's free. Why not? I like free
Right.
things.
Yeah.
Just keep the backlog growing.
True enough.
All right.
Well, speaking of tagging games and getting them on your DLQ, we also have a gamer tag challenge. If you've ever heard of this thing, this contest, this month, as I speak, is May, and our gamer tag challenge for May is Chewie on Ice, and he chose Star Wars. And then we had a bonus going on for ripping off arms. And right now the numbers are really low, so people can add on to this because Chewy has put up a $10 currency card to the person who pulls off the most arms. And right now, I think Chewy is winning. So someone needs to not let the Wookiee win and get this
Nice.
$10 off of him. We have pulled next month's Gamertag Challenge, and that's all we're going to tell you is that it's Freaky RO. We have not gone into the details for the chosen game or the bonus at this time, but just so you know, June is Freaky RO.
Ooh, Mr. Essential.
It was essential that we picked them eventually.
Eventually.
Oh, games stop with that.
That was pretty good. All right. And Corey, go ahead and run down the GTASC.
You're going to make me do this?
Ta-ta.
I'm 100% going to make you do this.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, let's set the mood. GTASC 2020 semifinals. We have to say goodbye to that great line holder, Wakapeil. He survived as long as he could. XTAX legend shots. Another casualty from the individual side. From the team side, Waka, well, he was holding his team up, but one man can't do all the work. The good, the bad, the fugly, the team of Waka, NBA Kirkland, and What the Fug are no longer. They scored 8th place overall. Coming in at 9th place, probably the biggest upset of the entire competition, if you ask me. Brer Tom and the Possum Folk. That's right. Thomas, Tominator, Elroy, OMJ, love that guy. And, well, myself, Rawkerdude 5012. Our GTASC journey has come to an end, and it saddens us, but we overcame a lot of odds, a lot of obstacles, a lot of other teams. One of the teams that we did beat out was the 9th place team. That's the team of Useless Lego Wookiee. Those gamers are Useless Fat Dog, Lego Head 1977, and yes, Chewy on Ice. So just to repeat that, Brer Tom and the Possum Folk were 8 or 9 to Useless Lego Wookiee's 10th place. Just to let you know. And well, that's it. That's it for the individuals and the teams that are gone. We are now into the finals, and we have quite a few members in the finals that are in the Discord, part of the community. And so I just kind of want to shout them out as they are on their final week, their last lap. And so yeah, so let's get some hype going for them.
Hype.
They can do this. We know it. We have Mental Knight 5 still in the solo and team side. Jimbot UK, that machine, still alive in solo and team. Daniel JJ14 solo and team as well. Inferno 118 solo and team. Just on teams we have just on solo rather, we have High Road V2 still in it. Elroy OMJ. Let's see some hashtag Team Elroy in the Discord, please. Nutty Ray, solo and team as well. And lastly, Quick Don't Die and Infamous are still alive on the team side. Gentlemen, it's been a journey, and you're almost through this. Good luck, and yeah. Good job on not letting the Wookiee win. Thank you.
Well done.
Wow.
Yeah, great job getting to the final.
Have
That's
you looked
crazy.
at some of these scores so far?
They're nuts. Of course, that's with bonuses, but still nuts.
Everyone's blowing their load.
I mean, Inferno used 18,000 worth of bonus and is in first place on the solo side with 74,000 TA difference in 2 days.
Like
Jimbot 68,000 and Daniel JJ 49K. Mental Knight 5, who I believe is also in our Discord, as 41K. And then there's Elroy, who's got about 10K. So 5 through 10 have a lot of work to do if they want to catch up. But
crazy.
Maybe he's playing Possum. Oh yeah, High Road 2 is also in there. He's hasn't done much. Come on, guys, let's do it. I want to read some good numbers. I want you all in the top 5 next week.
Next week. Well, this is the last week of GTASC.
I want to read off. Yeah, that's what I know.
Well, we're in the final, so there's technically no eliminations. So these guys are
Elroy
the guys.
has never been eliminated.
I know.
He's achieved his dream.
It's a fantastic feat. Now, for those of you
has never been snuffed.
Those of you who don't want to ruin your lives with a year-long competition from TA, well, by the time this podcast comes out, there will be a new competition from TA. A lot more chilled than this, and it's a brand new one. I've been told it is awesome, and I kind of got a sneak peek, and it kind of sounds pretty cool. Maybe. So I'm looking forward to it. We will go over all those details next week. It's not
Hangman again.
Brand new comp.
The only hint that I can surmise is that it's drawing from your achievements because they sent out a thing to everyone teaching you how to mark your games not for contests. So it's going to
this is not drawful.
That it pulls from your pool.
You said draw, anyways. Bad joke. No, that's a good point. If you are into these contests and you want to make sure that you're only playing games, or if it's a contest that pulls games, you only want to play certain ones, definitely check out your game collection. TA has added the feature they've moved not for contest from a status to a checkbox, and this makes it really nice because sometimes you're doing other stuff with your statuses, and you setting it to not for contest is just kind of counterintuitive, and it is multi-editable, so you can do a whole page worth at one time. I went ahead and changed my whole collection. I actually made everything not for contest and then redid it and put just the stuff I wanted to. So for RTDL's sake, I have all Vayners, only the newest rats. They put me over the 1,000, and then only games from this other genre that will be a part of a Chewy challenge that I'm in. It's a very minute pool.
Filthy curator.
Yep.
Well, let's get into hashtag brag camp. Make sure if you want your milestones read on the podcast, to friend the new AH101 pound 4639 TA profile. That's where all these are coming from. They're no longer coming from my FuFuCuddilyPoof's page. So if your friend requested to me and not the AH101 profile, then you're not going to get your milestones read.
If you can't find it and you don't feel like searching for it, just send any of us a message and we can add you from that account or send you a link. Make it easier.
Yeah, there has been some problems. I know we've had to actually friend request certain people to get it. So if you can't get it at one of us, then we'll get you. We'll get you on there. For completions, AZ Mongoose has completed 100 games, Retro Chief 150 games, and Ahizo 300 completed games. For completion percentage, along with all those completions, he is now at a completion percentage of 77%, and Ben L72 at 92%. Corey?
Oh, you didn't write names. Didn't know.
I didn't. I'm just singling you people out.
All right. For streaks, we have Skeptical Mario. He has hit 10 days in his very own Street King contest. 10 days. Also, P-Tart TX has hit 10 days.
Pretty.
Excuse me. Philip Wendell and Freemhole have also hit 10 days. Michael KV is on a 17-day win streak, which is his new personal best. Congratulations, Michael KV. Also,
it's not McHale.
Mitchell KV, good job. Vulgar Latin and Officer Zero have also hit 50 days worth of achievements. That's good. Good. Am I doing the next one too, since you didn't write names?
Nate, your turn.
Nate likes commas.
I do like commas. That is true. I also like achievements being won, and High Road V2 has 12,500 of them. Mike Pitch has 16,000 achievements. One Kingsman at 2625 has 20,000, and Toadstyle Venom has 29,000 achievements won. Alrighty, and in TA score, we have Skeptical Mario, who has reached a new milestone of 750,000 TA.
Pretty.
Wow.
She comments a lot.
Yeah, almost
That's
as
like
much as she types on TA.
That's like 750,000. Pug's daughter. High Road V2 is now in the top 2,000 of the TA leaderboard. Ben L72 is in the top 50 of the completed games for Vayners. Mattism is, wait, hold on. Let me slow down for this one. In the top 10 of the Oklahoma TA Vayner leaderboard. Nicely done. Kooshmoose is now in the top 5 of the Maryland Gamerscore leaderboard for tower defense.
I see you, Nate.
It's happening.
Someone is issuing a challenge, I think. Skeptical Mario is now in the top 20 of the Minnesota TA leaderboard.
Minnesota quota, represent.
Whoop whoop. High Road V2 in the top 2,000 of the TA difference leaderboard. With the Fug is in the top 5 of the Wisconsin TA leaderboard for ID at Xbox. That's actually really good. Carpe Adam is in the top 10 of the Florida Gamerscore leaderboard for puzzles. FuFuCuddilyPoof is in the top 5 of the Maryland Gamerscore leaderboard for management. Wow.
Getting there.
You can have that one.
I really want to look at this. Does Minecraft Dungeons have any management aspects in it? That would make it a management game.
No? I don't think so.
I don't know. You never know. Hatton, 90, in the top 10,000 of the Europe Gamerscore leaderboard. Ahizo is in the top 1,000 of the USA Gamerscore leaderboard. Death Dealers, a.k.a. Super Meat Chick, is now in the top 50,000 of the Achievements 1 leaderboard.
Oh,
what
that's
the
terrible.
fuck? Now in the top 20 of the Wisconsin True Achievement leaderboard. What? And Freemhole is in the top 5,000 of the TA difference leaderboard. That was a lot of leaderboard achievements. Way to go, everybody.
All right. Xbox trivia time.
Oh,
No. I'm going to change it. I'm going to change it up this week. We're not going to do Xbox trivia. since the gang's all here, I want to do something a little special. We're going to do a 20 questions real quick. But this one,
Oh no.
there's going to be
It's
a
only
little
5
Yay.
questions.
there's going to be
Good
one
night.
little caveat. I'll put you all on a shot clock. You got 10 minutes. I'm not having this one drag out 40 minutes and this podcast and take up a third of the podcast.
All right,
Is it
everybody
available
gets
to the
2
Xbox One?
questions.
Okay.
Everybody gets
Is
2
it a Game Boy
questions.
Advance game?
No conversation. So spit out your first 2. We'll go in.
Yeah.
We'll go in order of prettiness. So I'll go first.
All right. So, just to recap on the rules, since it's been a while since we've done this, you have 19 yes or no questions that you have to ask me to narrow it down the game. I will at least give you, it's on an Xbox platform. I'll give you that one for free. But question number 20 has to be a guess. So you have to get it by then. All right?
Okay.
So with that, let the questioning begin. Perfect.
A wild
is
cuddly
this-
poof has appeared.
Is this a game that is on Xbox One only?
No. And obviously, you got to use what's in your noggin. No looking this up. I know Nate's just typing the question down.
Yeah, I'm just typing the questions and the answers.
All right.
All right, go Nate.
Does this game have competitive multiplayer?
No.
Is this a game that FuFuCuddilyPoof has played?
Yes.
Is this a game from a genre that you are in the top 5 of your state?
That's actually pretty good. No.
So it's not management.
Or tower defense?
Right, nor tower defense. Oh, why would you say that one? Does this game use peripherals?
No. And that's 5.
Is this game a first-person shooter?
No.
Golly. Not Xbox One only, no.
Wow, I've got a lot of TA.
Did he just say he has a lot of TA in it?
No, I'm looking at something else. Sorry.
He didn't say that.
You have 6 questions. 7 minutes and 40 seconds left. Gotta ask them questions. It is on my tag.
Good thing I didn't ask if you was on your tag.
Well, one of you said I played it, so.
But yeah, Elle asked if Fufu had played it.
Yeah, so. It's on my tag.
Gotcha. On your tag, Xbox One only. No, it's probably a 360 game. No online
Wait,
multiplayer. Not
is Xbox One
no.
only? I thought he said it's not Xbox
No, he said
One.
Xbox.
No.
It's,
Is
so it's,
is
I think he
this?
said one and others. So I think it's 1 and 360.
It's not Xbox One only. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I didn't really like that question.
Go, Corey, go!
Oh, we're not still
Go on,
going in
shot
order.
clock.
You guys can go.
Go ahead, you could spit out something.
Oh,
Yeah, you
okay.
guys don't gotta go in order.
Sure.
You
Is
got
this
something.
a game series?
It is a game in a series.
Is this a game in the skateboarding genre?
No.
Darn it.
Skateboarding.
Nice
Is
try.
this? Can you choose your character in this game that you play as?
No. No. You have to play as this character.
Do you think it might be like a Spyro or a Crash?
Not Xbox One only. It's on my tag.
No peripherals. Not an FPS.
No peripherals.
Not a game in a series. Not skateboarding. Cannot choose the character.
It's not tower defense. It's not management.
Right.
No competitive multiplayer. Jeez.
You ask about completion estimates, when it came out, genre.
Does this game have guns that you fire?
Yes.
So you fire the guns.
And that's 10.
So it's not first person shooter, but it has guns.
Yes. There are definitely guns in this game. And that is 10. And you have 5 minutes left.
No idea.
Is your
This is why I
character
put a shot
a female? A human
No.
female?
Third person shooter. Can't pick a character. On his tag.
Is your character a human?
Yes.
Human male.
Maybe.
Oh, man. I like doing this because there's just like, well, always just that one or two questions that if you were to ask, it would just be like, oh, that narrows it down. And you started to get it.
Do you pick your character in Gears? Any of the Gears?
Not in the campaign.
Oh, well, he said competitive multiplayer. Never mind.
There's no competitive
He said there's no.
Is
no
it-
I was waiting for someone to say Gears.
Yeah. Does the game have co-op?
No.
Boy.
Good night.
Guns. Well, we know it's not a golf game. Probably.
Probably.
Probably. Guns.
To your head.
Oh. Gun your head, gun your head, gun your head.
All right, let's just pick the genres he likes.
I'm thinking like
I almost said something. I almost.
Assassin's Creed. Do they have guns in there?
They do have guns, but
Technically, they have co-op.
Ask about the genres. You got 3 minutes, by the way, and you're on question 13. You've asked 13 questions. This is question 14. Start naming some stuff off.
it's in a game series.
It is a
Did already.
series.
Is the game in Game Pass?
It is not.
Not a bad question.
No, that's a good question because if I say yes, that really narrows it down. Shot clock is running down.
Is it an RPG?
No, and that's 15.
It's not. Is this a platformer?
No.
I don't think so.
How are we not even any closer than we were 10 questions
Yeah,
ago?
we're not close at all.
Oh, you're so. Like I said,
Oh, you're so not close.
If you want to narrow it down, you could say, like 3 or 4 genres at once.
Right.
I can't wait till we get to the answer, and it turns out you screwed us by answering incorrectly.
Oh, it does have generated levels.
Shut up.
Confident.
Come on.
Is this a driving game?
No, this isn't driving. I'll also give you there is a little bit of driving in there,
Right,
but
but
it is not the
not
main
a driving
thing. You can get into vehicles though, and you want to get into a vehicle to get an achievement in this game. It helps a lot.
How many questions are we at?
You're on question 17.
Jeez.
No, wait,
I had
no.
Ask completion times, gamer score.
Thought you only played like bro games on 360.
30 seconds. Throw some questions out.
Oh gosh, 30 seconds.
Ask about the enemies. Ask about the world.
Are there enemies?
Not happening.
Is this a game that you've completed?
I have not.
That doesn't help me. That's no game.
No, it doesn't.
This is a difficult completion. Give you a freebie. You got one more question and then the guess.
All right.
Podcast silence gold right here.
I'm out.
I was hoping you guys
out
would
of
just spit out questions to make this interesting. But you guys are not very good at 20 questions.
Nope.
Give a question. Give a question. Ask about the enemies. Ask about the world.
About the fucking enemies.
Is it colorful?
Is the world colorful? I like it.
I'm gonna go with a no on that one. It's not colorful. Wow.
I thought it was bouncy
You
bullets.
guys did wonderful narrowing this down.
All right, now give us hints, because we're not going to guess this.
Gave you hints.
What genre
Yes.
is it in?
Slowly, yeah. Let's start with genre.
Oh, okay. I will read you off the genres on TA.
Oh boy.
Action horror, open world.
Action, horror, open world.
Wow.
Arkham Asylum.
You
Xbox
guys are
One
really not good at
and
this.
360.
Dying
So
Light.
Silent Hill?
Silent Hill Collection.
Series? Well, Dying Light, was that
I'm
on
talking
360?
about it today. I don't think so, no.
That's not part of a series.
Yeah. Well, Dying Light and Dying Light 2.
That's vaporware.
So that's why I was thinking Silent Hill.
I mean, they were talking about that today.
I think you played as a girl in that game, right?
Condemned.
One of them.
Oh, man.
Is that open world? I don't know.
No.
All right.
I don't know.
Give me a
Silent Hill's
guess.
open world. I'm telling you, we got no guess.
I got nothing.
All
That's
right,
what I'm
I'll
saying.
give you
Give
one
us
more
hints.
hint.
Yeah, reach out hints.
Zombies.
The Fred the Zombie.
Oh, no.
Whatever game, right?
No, it's going to be Dead Rising something.
You shoot guns.
Co-op. You have to
Not
get in
first
gun. You have to-
person. It's part of a
You
series.
have to get. Like, don't you have to get like a Zamboni or something like that for Dead
Yeah,
Rising?
you do, I think. I've never played it, but I'm pretty sure you do.
Yeah, you run people down for an achievement.
Yeah,
That's what he's getting.
That's what I'm thinking.
Guess that one.
Dead Rising 1.
Is that your
Now-
answer?
Now, is he going to be a weirdo that doesn't play the first one, but yet plays Dead Rising 2?
Is Dead
one-
Rising your answer?
One is the
Sure.
one with the achievement.
It's my answer. I don't know about these guys.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Dead Rising is it.
We got it?
Only
You got it.
took 20
I had to really
questions.
give it to you,
and
but
two
you
We got it
hints.
on our third question.
Yes, Dead Rising. It's not solely on the Xbox One, although there is an Xbox One version of it on the 360. Action horror, open world, zombies, no competitive multiplayer. And yes, one of the achievements is to kill like 53,000 zombies. And one of the best ways to do it is to go down in the underground where all the zombies gather and just sit there and just run them over in a car. I thought you guys would do a little bit better, at least get narrowing down. You're just not good at 20 questions. Next time I'll stick with trivia. That'll probably be better.
I prefer 20 questions.
All right. Well, that was show number 96. Thank you all for listening. You find us on all the places. All the links to to all the places and the Patreon and all that is in the show notes. Check that out. You got all good stuff in there. Al works all hard on it. Blah blah blah. You know the drill.
Oh, am I doing the show notes? Okay.
Either you or Nate. Someone's going to do
Yeah,
a show. All right, guys. Thanks for listening. Class is dismissed.
And don't forget, 96 backwards is 69. Hell
Spay
yeah.
new to your pets.
The episode just started.
All right.
Wait for it.
Where is everybody? Hello? Hello, guys? Oh, man.
Hello there. It's nice to see you again. You're looking pretty well. All things considered, that is. Oh, me? I've just been minding everyone's business in the arena here. Ooh, fighting. What? They're really trying to kill each other. That's crazy. Don't you just want to get involved?
Time for another Battle Royale review with Wakapeil. Another Battle Royale bites the dust, with end-of-the-year server shutdowns announced for the free-to-play Darwin Project. Darwin Project is a fun but flawed small-scaled Battle Royale, which has more in common with the recently revived The Culling than the usual Battle Royale fare. Up to 10 players enters a frozen battlefield, which is randomly generated using 7 preset hexagonal tiles each match. Every player begins with a bow and an axe, and instead of looting and finding weapons and armor, you scavenge wood and Darwinium with the occasional chests filled with goodies such as medkits and coffee. The Darwin Project features simple survival and crafting mechanics, which won't take very long to figure out. Being set in a frozen environment, you need to keep warm mainly by crafting campfires or you will freeze to death. This is mostly an annoyance and makes it more likely for someone to find you, as the smoke gives away your position. A match is usually 10 to 15 minutes, but can go way faster as the player number is low and hiding is difficult, as the map is scattered with screens which tell you where all the contestants are. Campfires are visible from long distances, and you can track enemies by following their tracks in the snow or inspect one of the resources players have looted. Darwin Project is class-based and has 3 classes to choose from, each with distinct abilities for you to upgrade using Darwinium throughout the match. The Jetpack class, the Grappler, and the Hunter. The Hunter excels at tracking and bow upgrades, but is the least likely to win a match. The Grappler is melee focused and most likely to win a match, since the grappling hook is quite versatile and is the only class which can increase melee damage. The Jetpack class focuses on mobility and can fly. While the bow can be useful, it requires arrows and it is quite difficult to hit anyone, as your rate of fire is rather slow and the players move really fast, making the axe the most effective weapon. I frequently find myself considering the bow at the end of a match, only to find out I've not bothered to craft any arrows. The skill gap between bad and good players is vast, and the worst players rarely wins against someone better than them, resulting in most matches won by the same group of people over and over again. You frequently run into players teaming up in solo matches as well, even though there is a duo mode. The achievements in Darwin Project are mostly easy with a few exceptions, and while they are boostable due to the low player count, there are only a few achievements that really benefits from boosting. While you can get your 10 wins, 100 kills and 100,000 damage through boosting, it probably won't take much longer to play the game as intended. Getting all but 1 or 2 of the achievements will take you around 15 hours. The big one is for getting one of your classes to level 50, which is a considerable grind. There's also one luck-based achievement for equipping a legendary weapon. Legendary weapons can be found in loot crates, which right now can only be earned by leveling up your characters, since the battle passes have been shut down. Out of the roughly 70 crates I've earned in the game, only 3 have been legendary, and none of them contained a weapon. I decided to splurge on the starter kit for $15 to get a legendary weapon, as well as the ramen currency, which I used to get a 30-day double experience or fan boost. Not doing any proper research, I expected the double fan boost to halve the time for the remainder of the completion. I was very wrong. Instead of going from 50 to 25 estimated days remaining to my completion, I went from 50 to 40 days. This is because the completely unbalanced daily fans bonus you receive for your first match of the day and your first top 3, which is worth 3,500 fans each, is not doubled. Without bonuses, getting to the top 3 usually rewards you between 1,000 to 2,000 fans, and with the daily bonus you get another 7,000. You need 800,000 fans for getting to level 50 from level 10. You'll need to get level 10 with all 3 classes to get another achievement. The most time effective way to get there is to play 1 match a day, reaching top 3 for the maximum bonus to receive around 8,000 fans per day. Doing it this way will take you around 20 minutes a day for 100 days, totaling around 33 hours. Or you can grind it out, getting around 1,500 fans per match, which including lobby and load times will probably take you 20 minutes. Excluding daily bonuses, that would be close to 180 hours of playtime. Note that these estimates is only for getting 1 class from level 10 to 50. For the completion, you'll also need to get each class to level 10, making a completion without daily bonuses taking over 200 hours. These calculations also rely on you getting into a match without too much trouble, which is not always the case. I decided to use the jetpack class to go for level 50, not because it's my favorite class, but because that is the class the game defaults to each match unless you choose another class. The game is shutting down, most likely for monetary reasons, but the stated reason is a dwindling player base. Even getting into a lobby can be difficult on the European server, forcing me to play on the more populated American servers, resulting in high latency, which is bad not just for me but my opponents, as the game relies on low latency for its melee-focused gameplay. While there are bot matches which offer meager rewards, bots don't mix with the real players in online matches. Darwin Project uses proximity voice chat, and I've not been exposed to this amount of toxic shit talk in a very long time, making me now play with the game muted. Your high survivability makes it fairly easy to outrun opponents, and since you only need to get to top 3 for the massive bonus score, it's what I've been doing for many weeks now. Running away with sound on usually results in a long string of slurs and insults thrown at you, and if you manage to outrun your opponent, some of them even take the time to type a message letting you know you are a I did enjoy my first hours of Darwin Project, but it is rather one note and gets stale quickly. The final achievement I have left has only been earned by 17 out of 2,100 players on TA, making the 20 game score 11 ratio achievement worth 2,200 TA alone, and I understand why. The rest of the list has a considerably lower ratio and can be obtained fairly quickly, but it might not be worth exposing yourself to the toxic player base. While unique and certainly having its moments, Darwin Project wears thin way more quickly than it should, and the final achievement is a major slog. I do not recommend starting it if you are a completionist. In fact, I sadly wouldn't recommend it to anyone at this point. Have a nice day, everyone!